Every website, no matter what it's about, needs to be able to turn website visitors into registered users. Aside from the fact that when users sign up, you collect leads and can do email marketing, which is super valuable, there is actually something even more important that happens when someone registers. When a user signs up, they take one step closer to making a purchase. Or better yet, the chances of selling to a registered user are way higher than selling to someone who hasn't signed up. And I'm not just saying this. It's backed by real research. For example, back in 1966, there was a really interesting experiment where residents of a neighborhood in California were split into two groups. The first group was directly asked to put up a big sign in front of their house that said "Drive carefully." The result? Only about 17% of people agreed. But for the second group, they started with a much smaller request. They were asked to put a tiny sticker with the same message on their window. A few days later, they were then asked to put the big sign. And guess what? Around 76% of them agreed. This technique is called foot in the door, and if you look it up, you'll find plenty of interesting studies and experiments about this. So this technique shows that getting users to sign up isn't just about collecting leads. It has a lot of other benefits too. For example, if you want to ask a user to make a payment, it's better to first ask them to sign up. This tactic significantly increases your chances of getting a yes when you make your second request. I remember back when I was focused on Instagram marketing, there was an interesting strategy that successful marketers emphasize, and I used it myself. Instead of directly asking people to buy my product, I'd ask them to check out a specific highlight on my page. This made a huge difference. A lot more people said yes to my request, and once they were inside the highlight, they ended up making a purchase. Or take one of my e-commerce websites. For example, in 90% of cases, right after a new user signs up, we receive their first order almost immediately. So remember this. Instead of repeatedly making big requests, start with the smaller one. Keep leading them through the small steps until your big request doesn't feel big anymore. For example, you might first ask a potential customer to sign up, then ask them to book a call with your team, then encourage them to try a product demo, and finally ask for the purchase. One of the biggest problems most websites have, the reason why their visitor to sign up conversion rate is so low, is that their sign up form is hard to access. Most websites just put a register button in the header, which is great, but let's be real, no visitor is dying to leave a page there on just to sign up for no reason. Sure, if you promise them a special discount or a free gift, they might do it, but no one just randomly clicks on sign up button in the middle of reading an article or browsing your site. In this video, I'm going to give you two important tips that you should apply right after watching this. I guarantee the results will surprise you. Tip number 1. Give users a reason to sign up. This is why they will sign up in the first place. For example, if you can, offer them a discount code, or maybe give them access to a free educational resource. Or better yet, think of your website as a full cake that users have to pay to get. Now, give them one free slice in exchange for signing up. I'm using this example so you understand exactly what to offer your user to get them to register. Of course, the right offer depends on your specific website, but this analogy should help you to find the best one for you. Tip number 2. Make the sign-up process instant. We always hear people say, keep sign-up form simple. What I say, don't just keep it simple. Make it instantly accessible. The best way to do this is by showing a notification to your visitor while they're browsing your site. This notification should include your special offer and the sign up for all in one place. For example, here's a notification I created where I offer a free gift in exchange for signing up, and the form is right there in front of the user. This way they don't have to go looking for it. I use the Notify plugin to display notifications like these to visitors. But how I set this up? First, I ask my developer to create a shortcode for the sign up form. This way I can place it anywhere I want on my site and the form will instantly show up. If you have a developer, they can do this easily for you. Then I used Notify to design an eye-catching notification and show it to website visitors. Notify is a WordPress plugin that lets you display all sorts of notifications, like recent sales, discount offers, lowest type alerts, and more. And in the latest update, they added Elementor support for creating custom notifications, which is a game changer. Notify also gives you a professional analytics dashboard, so you can track which notifications are performing well notifiable and which ones are annoying visitors, helping you optimize and improve them over time. Alright, so to set up this notification with the Notifal plugin, first go to your WordPress dashboard. From the left menu, click on Plugins, Add New Plugin. Once the page loads, search for Notifal, install it and activate. After the plugin is installed and activated, head over to the Notifal Notifs from the left menu. Here you'll see a bunch of pre-made notifications that most users go with. But for this one, we need to create a brand new notification from scratch. Click on Add Notif. Now this is the settings page and we will go through everything step by step. First, in the general section, you'll find the settings for the notification status, notification name, and target product. Disable your notifications for now so it doesn't show up to your users just yet. Then name your notification. This is just for your reference so visitors won't see. I'll call this one sign up for. For target products, set it to no product. Save the settings once and after the page refreshes, move on to the visual section. At the top, you'll see the template setting. The first few templates are the Notifal default design, but if you're using Elementor on your website, you'll see a section called Elementor templates. Since you are making a custom template with Elementor, click on Add New Templates. Now you can design your template using Elementor, and when you're done, just hit Publish. Alright, so I've designed my template and there are a few things you need to keep in mind. First, make sure to use close icon widget from Notifal. This lets users to close the notification if they're not interested, so it doesn't become annoying. It also gives you the ability to track close rate in the dashboard. If too many users are closing the notification, that's a sign you need to tweak it. Second, you have to set the width of your template so it doesn't take up the whole screen. I'd recommend to keep it under 300 to 350 pixels. On mobile, you can go full width if you want. That's up to your design preference. Once your template is ready, hit Publish to save it. Then go back to the Notifal setting. Refresh the page once and you should now see your template in the list. Select it. Keep in mind that the preview inside Notifal might look a bit different, but don't worry, the live version on your website will appear exactly as you designed. Now go through the rest of the visual settings and adjust them however you want. Just a couple of things to note. Make sure to keep this option enabled so that if a user closes the notification, it won't keep popping up for them. That can be really annoying. There is another section here that doesn't apply to this notification. After finishing the visual setting, head over to the Source tab and turn both options off. Finally, in display conditions, choose where you want this notification appear on your site and where don't want it to show up. Once everything is set up, go back to the General tab, turn the notification on, save the settings, and you're good to go. After that, make sure to check the notification on your website and test it once to ensure everything is working smoothly. Also, keep an eye to the Notifal dashboard date to track how many times the notification has been shown, how many times the users have closed it, and how many clicks it has received. Notifal's analytics even tracks the number of clicks on your sign up form button and calculates the click rates for you. I really hope these tips help improve your website, and I know they can get you some great results, but I also want to hear about your experiences. Drop a comment and let me know how it worked for you. I'd love to know who saw success with it, who didn't, and if I notice any important patterns, I might refine this strategy and share a new optimizations in future videos. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed these kinds of videos, make sure to subscribe because in the next one, I'll be sharing some powerful tips on growing your newsletter subscriber, turning website visitors into social media followers, and much more. These are some game-changing insights that you definitely don't want to miss. See you in the next video.